on to that. You know, a political party ahead of the election, when you go ahead or the income tax department goes ahead, freezes the account, I mean, the public hai ye sab janti hai. 2018-19 matter, 45 days late in filing returns, suddenly you say, no, immediately 65 crores has to be frozen. Either it's an overzealous tax officer or he's a tax officer working under instructions, like the Chandigarh presiding officer apparently was working under some instruction.
So Rajdeep, freezing of the account is not sudden, but you taking this stand might be because of a sudden call to you. I don't know. But you know, casting aspersions using irresponsible language, the nation watches. When the Congress spokesperson says court is not God, but Supreme Court is final. Yes, we all know for the Congress leaders and the workers, Sonia Gandhi is the goddess you worship, Rahul Gandhi is the God. But for a common citizen, for the Bharatiya Janata Party, the judiciary of the country is sacrosanct. And I asked you a very pointed question. I did not get any reply. Second, with utmost respect to the political analyst, when he said the accounted money of the Congress party has been seized or the account has been frozen, very respectfully I'll tell him that he would definitely have faith in the ITAT, he would definitely have faith in the courts of the country. Say if the accounts have been wrongly frozen. Rajdeep, there are superior courts in the country. They are constitutional courts. Why doesn't the Congress go there and then file a petition? But the reality is, we all remember during the UPA era, this very CBI, which is independent now, was called a cage parrot not by you or me, but by the Honorable Supreme Court. Do you know why? In the Colgate scam, a status report was to be filed and the CBI director was called by the law minister then and the report was changed. Such was the nature. And regarding political vendetta, Congress crime foul. Samajwadi Party, Mulayam Singh Yadav, Akhilesh Yadav, they allege that a false case was instituted against them. Bahujan Samaj Party, same thing, Taj Corridor. DMK, Karunanidhi, also complained of the same
what
thing.
Was done in the past?
Narendra Modi ji.
Let's forget the whataboutery for a moment.
Do not disturb me.
No. The fact is, you made your point. I have given you uninterrupted time. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, the other side, I have limited time, must also respond.
I have not
Shama
made my
Mohammed,
point.
please
Please
respond.
allow me 30 seconds.
Fader down. Shama Mohammed, respond to Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia is making the point again and again. Do you have faith in the courts or not? If you feel that this entire IT penalty, for example, has been wrongfully, has led to wrongful freezing of your accounts, the IT tribunal will eventually pass an order in your favor. Wait, be patient is what the BJP is suggesting. Why is every time there's a raid or a search, you immediately say Modi government is involved?
So, Rajdeep, first and foremost, he's having midnight or, I don't know, early morning or night hallucinations. I never said court is not God or something like that, what he said. What I'm trying to say is that the court acts on what evidence is given or whatever happens and how the ED, now for example, the ED has the power to close certain cases. Like I gave the example of Pratap Sarnaik. The Economics Affairs Wing closed the case, so the case stops. So what he's saying is that what I'm asking him a counter question, when the appellate tribunal is supposed to give a judgment on the 21st, why did these income tax officers aggressively go there and take out 65 crores of our money, in which, the NSUI, the Youth Congress, I know how I have seen it in Kerala, how the Youth Congress, for getting the membership, they give money. These are all accounted money. It is not like the electoral bonds in which they changed the Finance Act of 2017, in that they have changed the RBI Act, the Corporate Act, the Income Tax Act, a number of acts for what? To get unlimited illegal money from shell companies, never in the history of India, and anonymous money from shell companies. Never in the history of India something has happened. Let me tell you, Rajdeep Sardesai, the biggest scam in the history of India is the electoral bond scam. And one last thing, he keeps saying about coal scam. Tell me, who is the political leader convicted in the Congress party? You say coal scam, you say 2G. I will tell you, your Yedurappa has been convicted.
Okay.
not any of my
No,
leaders.
I will answer
so
that.
how can you call the Congress camp? And who got
Okay,
the
can
RTI?
I
Right to
stop you,
information
as I
is
said?
got by us to
Okay.
get people, and you even kept the electoral bonds out of the RTI. You kept the electoral bonds out of the RTI because
Electoral
that is the
bonds
biggest scam
will come
in the
up on
history
the
of India.
13th of
And
March
we
when
will
they are supposed to be
prosecute you for
revealed.
that.
But Jaiprakash Narayan, as a final point, does it worry you? You said, for example, that we need to make a distinction between individuals who
No,
are being
Rajdeep,
prosecuted
can I just
and a
add
political
10
party.
second
Just a
line?
minute, sir.
Rajdeep, I have a 10-second objection.
Yeah, okay, you are 10 seconds.
I
Please
have
stick
an
to the
objection.
time.
I have an objection.
Yes.
Yes.
No, then I
Yes.
also want
I'll
to speak.
take 8
We
seconds.
can't-
Yes, go ahead.
You have an analyst.
Go ahead.
Yes, you have an analyst on the panel and you have Shama Mohammed. The analyst has views which are against the government.
Not at
So
all.
I'm not getting equal time, but you are my dear friend and I
Not
know
at
you
all.
for your,
It is against your,
fairness.
your witch
So go
hunting.
ahead.
You are doing political witch hunt.
Don't shout, madam.
That's
don't
what
shout.
it-
I
no,
can
this
One
is
minute.
respond to
Put
what
Shama's
you said.
You
fader
know
down.
that-
None of
Put
your
Shama's
arguments
fader
actually
down.
had any
Gaurav
substance to
Bhatia,
them.
do you have 10 seconds? I'm giving you 10 seconds. Please tell me what your point is. What is your objection to what Shama Mohammed just said?
Thank you.
I'm giving you 10 seconds. What is your objection?
Yeah, my first objection, and you can ask any lawyer worth his salt, is when a judgment is reserved, how do they know when would it be delivered? And if they are aggrieved even by non-delivery of a reserved judgment, they can move the higher court. My second point is
So
Dheeraj
the
Sahu,
process is the
352
punishment.
crores.
The
Cash.
process,
Congress
the
MP,
process is the
seized.
punishment. You constantly hound a person and the process becomes the punishment. Satyapal Malik,
You know
at the
nothing
age of
about
80,
the law
suddenly
and the
finds
process.
searches at his house.
Rajdeep, you must meet me over a cup of tea. I will teach you some law.
Sir, I am also
will
a law
teach you
graduate.
some
I'm
law.
more than happy to meet you
Please
over a
do
cup
meet
of
me
tea and
over
we
a
can
cup of
discuss
tea.
the law. Let's not. I asked you,
Yes,
you
you
keep
should.
going back to
You
the
know
process.
nothing
The
about
process
law and
can become the
procedure.
punishment in
So
this
don't
country.
rant here.
That is the reality.
Don't
Let's leave it
mislead
there.
the viewers of India today.
Okay, I've
Viewers
heard
today
you.
are very smart, Rajdeep.
Okay,
My
I've heard
friend.
you. I've heard Shama Mohammed. I've heard Jaiprakash
Thank you.
Narayan. I must move
Thank
on.
you.
Clearly, as I keep saying, the process cannot become the punishment as it seems to have become in the country at the moment. And that is what should worry us. Forget about an individual. Look at the larger political systems in the country if agencies are allowed to target a political party on IT penalties while the matter is before an IT tribunal.